Last week, we saw mixed earnings and guidance from megacap tech. And while some stocks were up on better news, markets punished the disappointing companies intensely. Expectations for widening profit margins and increasingly favorable business conditions have propelled the price and valuation of many stocks to elevated levels. High expectations are, of course, easier to disappoint, and last week's mixed results in megacap tech reminds us that despite our cautious optimism, downside risk does exist. All that said, the vast majority of firms have reported solid Q4 earnings so far, and this broadening during an up tape is encouraging to us. This week, investor attention will turn back to the economy, with the Bureau of Labor Statistics reporting January jobs figures on Friday morning. Labor market data are a mess. Not only has there been excessive noise in the data from last quarter's government shutdown, but also it's becoming more apparent that substantial swings in population and international migration, and thus the number of jobs and workers in the economy, are likely distorting these figures. The Fed last week described labor market conditions as stabilizing, meaning they see recent labor market weakness as being limited to the second half of last year. Friday's jobs report may shed some light on whether or not this is the case, but given all this recent noise, we may not take these numbers at face value. With these estimates of net new jobs and national unemployment rates so noisy, there may be more attention paid to a clearer statistic on Tuesday in the Job Openings and Labor Turnover Survey. This report will show how many workers were laid off in December and how many new jobs companies were looking to fill. Also on Friday, the University of Michigan will release its much-followed Consumer Sentiment Report for January. This index is hovering near record lows, and another bad print could raise more questions about affordability in today's economy. Lastly, throughout the week, we'll see about 180 S&P 500 companies report their fourth quarter earnings, including a couple more mega-cap technology firms. We'll again be watching closely for how investors are rewarding and punishing firms that beat and disappoint their earnings estimates. So, things to watch this week: employment data, consumer sentiment, and Q4 earnings.
The views expressed are solely those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect the views of First Citizens Bank and Trust Company or any of its affiliates. This material is for informational purposes only and is not intended to be an offer, recommendation, or solicitation to purchase or sell a specific investment strategy, any security or insurance product, and should not be construed as legal, tax, or accounting advice. Please consult with your legal or tax advisor regarding the particular facts and circumstances of your situation prior to making any financial decision. While we believe that the information presented is from reliable sources, we do not represent, warrant, or guarantee that it is accurate or complete. Many companies referenced in this content are independent third parties and are not affiliated with First Citizens Bank and Trust Company. All third-party trademarks, including logos, trade names, service marks, and icons referenced, remain the property of their respective owners. Your investments in securities and insurance products and services are not insured by the FDIC or any other federal government agency and may lose value. They are not deposits or other obligations of or guaranteed by any bank or bank affiliate and are subject to investment risks, including possible loss of the principal amounts invested. Past performance is no guarantee of future results. Estimates of future performance are based on assumptions that may not be realized. This material is not a solicitation of any offer to buy or sell any security or other financial instrument or to participate in any trading strategy. Diversification does not guarantee a profit or protect against loss in a declining financial market. First Citizens Wealth FCW is a marketing brand of First Citizens Bankshares Incorporated, a bank holding company. The following affiliates of First Citizens Bankshares are the entities through which FCW products are offered. Brokerage products and services are offered through First Citizens Investor Services Incorporated, FCIS, a registered broker-dealer, member FINRA, and SIPC. Advisory services are offered through FCIS, First Citizens Asset Management Incorporated, and SVB Wealth LLC, all SEC registered investment advisors. Certain brokerage and advisory products and services may not be available from all investment professionals in all jurisdictions or to all investors. Insurance products and insurance are offered through FCIS, a licensed insurance agency. Banking, lending, trust products and services, and certain insurance products and services are offered by First Citizens Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender and SVB, a division of First Citizens Bank and Trust Company. For more information about FCIS, FCAM, or SVBW and its investment professionals, visit www.firstcitizens.com/wealth/disclosures.